Dirty Sports Podcast. I said welcome to the Dirty Sports Podcast with Andy Ruther and Joe Praino. Welcome to the Dirty Sports Podcast.
Welcome to the Dirty Sports Podcast. I'm your host, Andy Ruther, coming to you live from Cincinnati, Ohio, with my co-host from Topanga, California.
That's right.
Joey. No chill, Praino.
Hello, Andy.
Good Thursday evening.
Good Thursday evening. I couldn't even wait. You know I like to crack it on the show. I couldn't even wait. You're setting up, dilly-dallying. I was like, I need a beer. Yeah. Get the Miller Lights open. What's going on with this Cincinnati jersey sweatshirt stitch? Did you go to a game?
No, I am. It's my personalized Harmabe jersey. So I'm just honoring. This is the 10th anniversary of Harmabe being brutally murdered at the Cincinnati.
Right.
So,
and then with the Reds jersey, with the Reds hoodie on underneath it, this is you're double down.
Well, it's cold. It's cold down here with the AC.
Okay.
So yeah, I don't even know who sent this to me. This is a 10 year ago dirtball. Who knows? Who knows? I literally have no clue who sent me this personalized Harmabe jersey.
That happens sometimes.
And to be honest, I'll just get this out of the way because we are talking about. I was a little bummed. I had planned this. I was like, I wonder when the 10-year anniversary is when I knew it was 2016. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna post something on social. And then the White House posted something like yesterday. I was like, what are you doing? I thought I was gonna be the only one.
Did the White House post Harmabe with one of the Obama's faces on
it? No.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I never know.
That wouldn't surprise me either. But I don't even know what they did. But I was like, this is kind of. I thought people were like, oh, it's kind of fun. Ruther remembered, and Ruther, had his whole Harmabe stage, and I was like, I'm still doing my thing. I'm still gonna post my little thing, but like, it's not as cool. Because again, it was hijacked. I think John. I saw your DM, John Smith. I'll just respond to you on air. He's like, "Are you running the social media for the White House now?" I was like, "No, man. I had this planned." So, R.I.P. Harmabe. Did anyone lean into Harmabe harder than me?
Hard to say that. As far as I know, what I would say the best somebody could have done is tied you because you leaned in fully. You became a walking Harmabe meme. So
I did.
Did somebody go as hard as Ruther? Maybe, but no one went harder.
Appreciate it. There. I was listening to the song today because I just was out of curiosity. I was like, who did songs about Harmabe? Oh my God, I was cracking up laughing.
Well, there you go. I mean, see, you're like, did anybody go harder? I mean, people made songs about it, apparently.
This rapper, I don't even know who this guy is. I gotta play a little of this. Can I play a little of this?
Bro, it's your show. You got it queued up and everything. Like, what am I supposed to say? No?
Harmabe forever. Yeah, I just pulled it up. Harmabe forever. Where's the share screen? They changed how this looked, by the way. They've changed the
the StreamYard, you're saying.
They've changed the interface. So I'm a little out of okay. Here it is.
Uh-oh, that kid's in trouble, ain't I? Uh-oh, gorillas coming out. Oh no, gorillas hugging him, I don't know. He could be a criminal. Uh-oh, the kid's in trouble and my shotgun gun is jamming up. The large gorillas cuddling the young guy. What am I gonna do? Throw kid a rope and a phone. He could call someone, but don't kill a gorilla. My gun went off. No, no, no. My dick's out for my favorite fucking monkey. fuck you. So, rest now, sweet little bro guy. 6 feet under the floor. Remember me when you go, to monkey heaven now. Float way high up in the stars and I'll know.
I have so many thoughts.
Always looking down. Throw bananas down at us and when it's snow. I know you bustin' up, choking up, fork it up.
Okay.
No, it's just a hug, nothing's haram.
This is from Rucka Ali.
What date was that posted?
What date was this?
Because the guy's got almost 2 million subscribers.
Yeah, I'm looking. He posted it
10 years ago. I'm like, is this what put this dude on the map?
He posted it 2 months ago.
Oh, okay. So it's not fresh. It's not. It's fresh. It's not like it wasn't his breakout. All I can imagine also is you hearing that for the first time, and when he drops the racist line, you're like, "Are we sure he's racist?"
Or was he saying they were racist to kill him?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, are we sure they were racist?
Well, I'm looking at his YouTube right now. Oh, so he's a parody guy. He's like a comedic rapper. He did a Stan parody featuring Kim Jong-un. Stan parody with Kim. I'll be honest. I don't hate it. I don't hate it.
I was wondering where he was going with all the rhyming until he hit gorilla. And then I was like, oh, you built this all around the word gorilla. I get it now.
I don't hate it.
No.
Like, let me put it this way. I was listening to it in my car. Again, I was just like voice automating. I just said, play Harmabe on my Spotify. And that's what played. And I was like, I kind of liked it. I listened to the whole song. I was like, okay. I mean, look, Brittany thinks I'm insane. She's like, I don't know what's going on. I just walked downstairs and there's like this picture with candles around it. Like, what were you doing last night? And there's a gorilla mask. Because I do have a gorilla costume, for the record, not for those reasons.
Not for what reasons?
not for the Harmabe reasons.
Okay. You have a gorilla costume separately.
It's a promotion of Gold Star. They have a King Coney and they're playing off King Kong and I was a gorilla in some of the social media stuff. So that's where my life's at, by the way. Yeah. Anyway, I didn't put on the gorilla costume, but 10 years, guys. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, Harmabe.
It's close to the heart.
Does it feel different being there in Cincinnati for the 10th anniversary? Did you think about doing a ground zero visit today?
They wouldn't have let me in the zoo with a monkey outfit, though. Tell that much.
What would they have let you in with a Reds jersey with a Harmabe on the back?
I would hope so.
I would hope so too.
They would let me in. You're. I saw. Speaking of Harmabe, the Reds, Cincinnati. I saw a video went viral around here about your Mets doing their skyline impersonation with the egg rolls.
Oh yeah, right. I saw that as well. It was the broadcaster. It was a Cincy broadcaster.
Yeah.
Right. They didn't enjoy it.
No. Which for the record, I'll be the first one to say, who knows what it tastes like, but I'll be the first one to diss the palates of many Cincinnatians here. They don't understand what good food is, which is mind-boggling. Like the good food, I've always said this, the good food that is here, like you guys are too busy arguing about chili.
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing? The Mets, are they playing better ball or no?
No.
Okay. Wasn't sure.
But Juan Soto did hit the Jalen Brunson celebration. And honestly, if the Mets aren't playing good ball now, they're cooked, right? Because they've presented a salary cap situation, which I think is about $100 million less than what the Mets are currently paying for their ball club. So I said this the whole time. This is why I'm out on the Mets season. This is why my off season. Well, I was furious with ownership. We knew this day was going to come. A work stoppage is probably upon us, which is fine. Give me a year off from baseball. It's fine. I don't care. But also my issue, it's funny because Steve Cohen said, like, within the first 5 years, we're going to try to win a World Series. And it's like, little did he know that was also going to be the window where you actually have the opportunity to win a World Series. But they decided they were going to go and try to reinvent the wheel. And here we are. Work stoppage and salary cap imminent.
Doesn't mean they can't win a World Series.
No, it doesn't. It just takes away the competitive edge that they had. The competitive edge that the Mets had is money. Now, some Mets fans would be like, well, Dave Stearns did a pretty good job of winning when he had a low-budget team in Milwaukee. And to that person, I would say the excuse for getting rid of all the Mets that we didn't want them to get rid of was, what did those guys win? And my counter to you as far as the Brewers go is, what did the Brewers win? A playoff series here and there?
Well, both the Mets and the Brewers are on the opposite end of the spectrum, I should say, on this new proposal. So, released today, Major League Baseball proposed a salary cap. The ceiling would be 245.3 to be precise. That'd be the max you could spend on a team. The floor, the minimum would be 171.2. So based on 2026 payrolls, these are the teams that would be above the 245. Mets 88 million, Dodgers 55 million, Yankees 46 million, Toronto 36, Philly 36, Atlanta 21. And all these teams would be below the proposed floor. Miami, Cleveland, White Sox, Washington, Athletics, Cardinals, Tampa Bay, Pittsburgh, Minnesota, Colorado, Milwaukee, Cincinnati, Kansas City, Seattle, and Baltimore. 12 teams below. And there, in my opinion, is the real thing to talk about, which I love, right? 12 teams would be below. Your dog's barking for it. It agrees.
Yeah. Listen, I think that an issue with baseball in regards to, the spending, everybody has always talked about a salary cap in terms of competitive balance, but obviously there's all these teams that try or don't try to win while not spending money because, again, professional sports, especially the major professional sports leagues, are highly profitable. So the conversation forever was just about a cap. It was never about a floor. In the last couple of years, the conversation has started to include, hey, what about some of these teams that aren't spending money? And to me, I think it's great. I think absolutely both should be instituted. Like this is,
I don't understand. I literally don't understand a single counter to this. The only counter would say, oh, so now we're going to protect the billionaire owners, which, okay, whatever. Like, that's the only counter.
The counter for the cap would obviously be, we're protecting billionaire owners and we're limiting how much these players can get. But it's like, again, first of all, don't compare millionaires and billionaires, but also no one's poor. We're not stopping a salary cap, and more importantly, a salary floor isn't keeping anyone from getting rich. In fact, I would argue it does a better job making people rich than it does keep people from being rich. If you have to spend more money, you're more likely to give a little bit more money to the lower paid ball players than you are to, give a little bit extra money to the higher paid ball players. So I'd argue in terms of like more people getting rich, this is probably better because Juan Soto's not going to be rich.
Yeah.
You know, Bryce Harper's not going to be rich, but some guy who is maybe going to get a couple $1 million every year, getting twice that because the White Sox need to reach some sort of salary floor. That's one more rich guy. And I'm all for rich guys. And the protecting the billionaire thing, like, what the fuck? The idea of taking a stance against that now in only baseball and in nowhere else that we're doing anything in the whole world.
Yeah.
And forget, you know, just in sports, like, if you have enough money to buy a baseball team, if you have enough money to buy a basketball team, any of these things, you're not going broke because there's no salary cap. You're not like, oh God, I can't make payroll because I had to pay Juan Soto money. It's like all of these guys are getting rich from this, richer than they already were. So you want to fucking, you know, ruin some billionaire lives? How about fucking tax them properly and have a salary cap?
Yeah, it's a weird, again, like I said, it's a weird argument because that same energy doesn't exist in the NFL, doesn't exist in the NBA where it works. I mean, how many times we're gonna do this? It fucking works.
Yeah. And that's the thing with you know, salary caps in football and salary caps in basketball is they just keep going up. You know, you look at the conversation around the LeBron Miami Heat Big Three. I think it was all of those guys taking a pay cut to the tune of like $26 million or something like that so that they could all play together. LeBron's going to make $60 million next year. Luka's going to make $60 million next year. Like, that's what, 15 years ago, and their money's triple what it once was.
Yeah, exactly. I just, again, it's guys, for somebody, one of the 12, again, you and I are on opposite ends of the spectrum. I'm one of the 12 teams below that floor, proposed floor. I literally just had this conversation with somebody the other day. Somebody making the excuse of like, we're a small market. What are we supposed to do? I said, what do you think I said the same thing you and I always say. So what do you think the margins are on those draft beers they sell down at Great American Ballpark? Don't like the crying poor Cincinnati is such a dumb argument. Then sell the team, dude.
Right.
Then just don't own a baseball team.
Because somebody will buy it and somebody will make it profitable and somebody's going to put money. In fact, the Reds are making it profitable. The Reds make money.
They make money.
And we have to remember that's the, you know, you talk about like we talked about home ownership last episode and you're like, easiest way to make money, blah, 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 or whatever. Like all of that is like down the road. You know what I mean? You make an investment and then provided something doesn't go, you know, criminally wrong with the world, you probably profit from your house one day. Baseball teams, they're like, you want to invest in a baseball team or a basketball team or a football team, you're going to make better dividends than you would investing in a house. And then you also want to, you know, be cheap so that you can profit on the daily. Like, how about just be happy with the fact that you bought something for $2 billion and you'll be able to sell it for $5 billion.
And that was exactly my point the other day. I said they're the value of this team here in 20 years when they bought it is like quadrupled.
Right.
So like, what do we do? What, like, there's no argument for these cheap owners. I love it. And you're probably right. There probably will be a work stoppage. And if that's what happens to happen to make the sport better in the long term, then that's what has to happen. Because it can't exist in its current format. It just doesn't work. So yeah, So anybody who against it is a fucking idiot.
Well, the players are obviously going to be against it because they're the ones that stand and make money. But again, I would argue. I would argue the Players Association, should be at least like somebody should have a conversation with them about like, hey, salary floor is good too. That's good for you. Yeah. It might be in the long run, or I should say like it might be better for more players than the cap is hurtful for more players. Yeah, sure. The cap is going to hurt the Ohtani contract. The cap is going to hurt the Juan Soto contract. The cap is going to hurt the 4 or 5 guys on every team who make a ton of money. But there's 27 guys on a baseball team. I don't know, 15 of them will probably benefit from there being a salary floor. And by 15, I mean across the league. Because I'll tell you one thing, 27 guys on the Reds benefit from a salary floor. 27 guys on the White Sox benefit from a salary floor.
Yeah. That's a good point. So we'll see what happens. What's going on in the basketball world right now?
Well, I've got the game on here on my phone, and we originally had 6:30 set as our time, and I was like, man, we've picked right in the middle of a pretty important game 6 to start the show, and then I was like, how about 6:45 and run a little behind? Then you were like 7, then you were like 7:15, and by the time we kicked off and cracked a beer, this was a 25-point game, and that shit was over. So it kind of worked out perfectly. We're going to a game 7. We love that as Knicks fans. Obviously, we love a game 7. This has not been a great series in the sense that, like, well, we're going to a game 7, which means it's tied 3-3, but we had a double overtime, like Rocky 1 match in game 1. And then every other game's been like a 15 to 20 point blowout one way or the other. And it's weird because you have these great players on both teams. Wemby was first team All-NBA this year. Chet was second team All-NBA this year. Chet has been mid at best in the series. The Spurs kind of come and go with Wemby's, play, like, which is not that uncommon. Obviously, as a star player goes, so does an NBA team. But you don't typically get a lot of first team All-NBA guys that have game on, game off, good game, bad game. Now he's 7 foot whatever, and he's, I don't want to say injury prone, but he's 7 foot whatever, and he's got that, and he's young, and he's done the heavy rest situation. They're in the 3rd round of the playoffs. So tired Wemby is different, but I don't know. It's just crazy when you think that there's these guys on this team who have been considered some of the best players in the NBA, and that just no show. I'm going to shut my door now that my wife's home.
Well, it's funny. It's funny you bring up a guy like Chet Holmgren. I was never big on him.
It's funny. It's funny that you say that, because I actually remember you predicting he was going to be a bust.
I did,
which I talked you out. I didn't talk you out of, but I argued with you hard on, because just seeing him come out of college and the quick eye test, I knew he wasn't going to be a bust, and he was second team All-NBA this year. But you look at the games he's had, the series he's had. If you have a second team, now granted, like I just said, Wemby is first team All-NBA, but if Chet played like a second team All-NBA guy this whole series, this series is long over.
Yeah. What was the social media? Wasn't there some social media stuff that was like leaking with him?
I don't know. I don't recall.
He's one of those guys who like I think he's one of those guys who grew up all rich and like tries to act like he's not. I think he's one of those guys. Because he plays with a bunch of black dudes.
Right.
Right.
And listen, that's a thing for basketball players. They tend to go that way. Especially if you're a great basketball player, you end up spending a lot of time with a lot of black guys.
Yeah. Does it change how you talk?
Kind of, I guess. I mean, it's not like kids are born with a British accent. You know what I mean?
It got me thinking. Well, like, how long would it take for you to be in England to start speaking like that?
Funny enough, for me, probably not that long. I weirdly, like, when I go to those places, I do like end up. It almost feels like I'm mocking. Like, I've hung out with like Francisco Ramos, and by the end of the weekend, that's hilarious.
And this is from A. Millie. Chet said his favorite Thanksgiving meal was oxtails. What are we doing here, bro? This is what I'm talking about.
Well, maybe he was going to Thanksgiving dinner at his AAU teammate's house.
What are we doing here? I knew there was something. I mean, you lying, bro. What are you doing? Just be like, no. My favorite meal was like some catered rich person shit. I don't fucking know. Oxtails.
Hillary Clinton's like, what do you mean? That's totally reasonable for me. Do you want some of the hot sauce to keep my purse?
That's still my favorite. My favorite is still the hot sauce in the purse to appeal to the black community. Oh my God, that's an all-timer.
That is an all-timer.
Speaking of all-timers like that, have you seen just how many of these Chappelle Show clips just circulate on Instagram?
No. What do you mean?
Just like clips from the show. And like my one buddy from college, because we loved it so much, is always sending them to me. And it's always funny because, again, we always talk about it. It's something that's been out for 20 years, and then just like younger people are discovering it.
And people are like, have you seen this?
Like, dude, look what he's saying.
Yeah.
This is wild. Look at this sketch. Yeah. It's crazy. Okay, so game 7, I said I thought Thunder would. I thought, not that it was a major prediction. You asked me, I don't remember last episode, how these last 3 games play out. I said home, home, home. Winners. I stand by that.
I mean, not to be a one-upper, but yeah, I called Thunder in 7 to start the series. So
I mean, yeah.
But I mean, when you look at these two teams, you knew it was going to be a tough series because the Spurs have played really well the whole season against the Thunder. I thought these games would be more competitive. And when we had that game 1, I was like, wow, this series is going to be fucking fantastic. And if there's one thing that people complain about when it comes to the NBA, like, you only have to watch the last 3 minutes. You only have to watch the last 3 minutes. I was like, yeah, but that's because when people say that, it's like, that's because it's a close basketball game. But you only have to watch the last 3 minutes. Yeah, you only have to watch the last 3 minutes of any sport if it's fucking a 1-run baseball game, if it's a 3-point football game, if it's an 8-point basketball game. Like, yeah, then you only have to watch the last 3 minutes. Like, what the fuck are we talking about?
But by the way, which sport? Because I've made that argument lately for football. Like, which sport does it matter the last 5 minutes? Or like, which sport can you get away with just watching the last 5 minutes? Football or basketball?
Yeah.
I think they're pretty close, probably.
Pretty close.
Like for playoffs, I'm talking.
For sure.
Like when it really matters. I guarantee they're pretty close.
Yeah. I think the thing that the reason people say that about basketball is like throughout the course of the basketball game until the end, everything is just a shot. Everything's just worth 2, just worth 3. Whereas in football, people are like, well, in the first quarter, there was that big interception. You know what I mean? And it's like, yeah, when all is said and done, if it's a close game at the end, then that mattered as much as the random 1-yard touchdown run, But I think this series didn't even give us that it didn't even give us like, you could just watch the last 3 minutes. Like, honestly, in this series, if you didn't watch the last 3 minutes of the first quarter, you probably missed it because somebody was up 14 and they kind of just held pace the rest of the game. I thought this would be a more competitive series on a game-to-game basis. But again, we go into a game 7. It started out with a bang. I have a feeling it'll end with a bang. But the reason I picked OKC in 7 to start the series is because San Antonio kind of had their number the whole year. But when all is said and done, San Antonio, not just Wemby, but the supporting cast around Wemby, very young team. And it just typically doesn't happen. There's not a ton of stars that were 22, 23 years old that led a team to a finals, let alone a championship. So when it came down to it, the team that had experience probably has an edge, but anything is possible. Game 7, we're now in anything is possible realm.
I don't know.
But it goes back to OKC. And
I might change my opinion. Wow. I just saw something else. Chet Holmgren, his favorite Thanksgiving side dish was collard greens now. I mean, hold on, it gets even crazier. His 3 favorite movies: Medea's Family Reunion.
Is this real or you're
just fucking around?
I was like, Scary Movie 2.
Big Mama's House.
Yeah.
Collard greens. No, that's what's so crazy. The oxtail, you're like, is he kidding? Is he not kidding?
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna still stick with OKC because they got that flopper. I can't get enough of it, dude. He does, dude. I'm not one of the guys who like flopper. I mean, I know the power of editing, but like, God, the videos, dude. Somebody made a compilation. I was watching. Somebody made a compilation of all the times that he's jumped in the playoffs, or I'm sorry, fallen to the ground. It's pretty nuts, dude.
Yeah, it's very nuts.
Like, I know we've talked about it. It's, I don't know, man.
It feels like, I mean, tell me if I'm wrong, but it feels like if it was an OKC Knicks finals that the Knicks would be the fan favorites, despite the fact that I think generally, I think if it's Spurs Knicks, Spurs would probably be the fan favorites, but
because you're right, there's so much anti-SGA with the flopping now, and then his team did that. They filed a lawsuit or like a cease and desist. Did you see this?
I don't think so.
SGA's lawyers sent a cease and desist to Underdog Sports over foul baiting board game.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. They reportedly sent a cease and desist to Underdog Sports as the company used his SGA's name to try and sell a board game that poked fun at his style. The board game called Unethical Hoops is a play on Operation, sorry. But instead of trying to perform surgery on a patient, players are trying to take a ball away from a player named Shea, who bears a striking resemblance to SGA without fouling him.
That's incredible.
They created a physical board game and held a contest in which they would give away 100 copies of the game. The company even got Dylan Brooks to promote the game on its website.
Dylan Brooks.
Dude, that's one of those, look, you don't want anybody to use your image and likeness without your consent. I get it, right?
Yeah.
But then you're also like, maybe I'll just take the L on this one and just like, because now I look even worse, maybe. I don't know. Speaking of
if they made it Shea.
Are you looking at it?
No.
Yeah.
I'm turning down the brightness on this light. Too far, apparently.
Speaking of taking an L, bro, I got to play this clip before we talk about the new NBA lottery. I don't even know what this is, this women's basketball clip. I'm going to turn the sound off because this guy's so annoying. It's one of the funniest things I've ever seen. I think this is two countries playing like it's a international game. Okay, watch this.
Okay.
So white team shooting free throws. All right, purple team gets through. It looks like it's Slovakia and Mexico or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Purple team gets the rebound and shoots it in the wrong hoop. Hold on. We're not done. Shoots it on the wrong hoop. Well, this is something you'd see most of third graders do. Shoots it on the wrong hoop. Makes it.
So it wasn't even a rebound. Somebody got a rebound, then passed it back to her, and then she just like put it up like it was an assist.
Yeah, watch. All right, misses the free throw. Passes back to her.
Okay.
She makes the layup. Hold on. So now what's the white team do? The white team is now under their own basket.
Yep.
What are they going to do? They're going to just go to the other team's basket. The refs had to stop the game and be like, yo. Again, this is when I was a third grade basketball coach.
Well, hold on. You're missing a huge part of this, by the way. When the purple team makes the ball a hoop on their own basket, it's their ball. The white team, inbounds it. The white team goes under a basket. They haven't been going under the whole game to inbound a ball. They just went in their own hoop. This is a fucking trifecta. This girl set off a fucking domino effect of stupidity.
I mean, it's unbelievable.
How is Poland not one of these teams?
I'll tell you what. This set women's, and it's probably pretty far set back already. Sorry, ladies. This set women's basketball back like to the Stone Age, bro.
What Andy's not telling anybody here, this is actually a clip from the 1998 Game 1 of the NBA Finals. That's Utah and Chicago. That's how bad basketball was in the 90s.
I think whoever made the basket on the wrong should get that car in the background. Why is there a car in the game? Does somebody get this car in the background for making a hoop?
Why are we showing like a fucking European minivan SUV hybrid crossover like it's gonna go over rocks? Like you gotta put it on a slant so people know it can drive downhill.
Oh man, dude, I watched that clip so many times yesterday. I laughed every time.
You know why no one stopped them? There was literally no one there. Like if there had been fans, fans would be like, "What? No, don't do that." It's just one Mexican coach on the sideline. It's like, "Ay caramba!" He's sleeping under a sombrero. No, I am coaching.
Good Looney Tunes reference. Yeah, great clip. So, have you seen the new NBA lottery?
Slowpoke Gonzalez is their head coach.
Oh man.
Have I seen what?
The new NBA lottery system?
I've seen certain aspects of it, right? You can't it's going to be a 1 ball, 2 ball, 3 ball system. Is that correct?
So, starting for starters, it's going to go from 14 to 16 teams.
Right. So everybody's in that doesn't make the playoffs. No, everybody's in that finishes above if they're out of the top 6 in either conference. Is that right? So like the 7-8 seeds are also in?
Yeah. Okay, teams with the 3 worst records will get 2 ping pong balls, while the teams with the 4th through 10th records get 3. The 3 worst teams will also not have a floor of picking 12th in a draft. The number 9 and 10 here. Let me just show you the graphic because this is kind of confusing to say because there's a graphic on this. that kind of explains it better. Let me see if I have this.
And I know there's like, you can't get a top 5 pick in what? No, you can't get a top something pick in back-to-back years, and you can't get 2 top 5 picks in a few years.
Well, yeah, there's that. What I want to show is this first.
No, those are Ruther just did the women's basketball equivalent of pulling clips. He's like, no, that's not the clip I was looking for. Okay.
This is pretty wild. So,
yes.
So the new odds, listen to this. The new odds of you getting the top pick, if you have the worst, second worst, and third worst record, went from 14% down to 5.4%. Conversely, 4 through 10 teams that finished 4th through 10th worst, their odds have now increased.
Yeah,
you have a higher chance of getting the top pick.
Well, they've increased for half of them, and half of them have decreased ever so slightly, but they're higher than they were.
That's what I'm going to say. They're higher than the top 3.
Yes,
the 3 worst teams. I'm sorry.
Right. I like it.
And the 9 and 10 seeds now have the same odds of getting the number 1 pick as the worst team.
Right. So if you're in the, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th worst, let's say you're the 7th worst team or the 8th worst team, you're incentivized to try to just get in the playoffs than you are to be worse.
Yeah.
Now, I think all they're missing is if you finished worst, that randomly sometime in the next 7 years, they take away your lottery pick. Just throwing it out there. But I like this. And I know that like I said, there's additional things where you can't get certain picks in back-to-back years. This feels like it should curb tanking to some extent.
Yeah. I think if you finish with the worst record 2 years in a row, you get relegated to the whatever league of the women's that we just watched.
The FIBA, you're in the FIBA International Women's League team.
Yeah, and you have to live in that car.
Yeah,
you have to live in it. You don't just you get
your same lottery pick, but you just don't know whether or not you get to pick a basketball player or a car that is parked on angled rocks on the side of a women's game in Slovakia. I have bad news for you. You got the car. Oh, fucking Slowpoke Rodriguez. This is why I never should have let Slowpoke Rodriguez pick announce my lottery pick.
I think I just discovered a show, a YouTube channel. Somebody goes around, they just go to different international women's games all over the world and they document it.
It should be the guy who did Spanish Prigioni.
Or you.
Oh no! They're wrong! They're wrong! Oh, now they are inbounding! It's not your ball! It's not your ball! You're going the wrong way! Oh God! You illegally inbounded and now you're going the wrong way. Prigioni!
Oh, I love that you just bring back Spanish Prigioni. Guy had an orgasm on the air. I would love one of those guys just to narrate my life.
I love the ref having to blow the whistle and be like, hold on, I just have to stop this game. Everything's wrong. Like, it's not even your ball anymore. You're going the wrong way. Everything here is illegal.
I need more context on that clip. Yeah, I need to know what was said. Did they have to take like a timeout? Did the teams have to go back to their bench?
It's like the only time in the year of our Lord 2026 that mansplaining was acceptable. He's like, listen, there's just only one way to do this. You guys are playing that way. You're playing that way. When they make a basket on that hoop, you guys take the ball under that basket, and then you go this way.
First of all, I'm the king of mansplaining over here. You don't even know. Like, you don't even know. I'm going to be mansplaining my whole life to all these girls. I'm not going to win. But that's how we're gonna do it. You come to the Ruther household over here. There's some mansplaining going on. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that's just my cry for help, Praino. That's just my cry for help, you know.
She's like, what is going on in the basement? There's candles. You're like, I don't want to mansplain to you, but sit down. You're going to hear a story about Harmabe.
Yeah. Maybe that'll be a good nighttime story, except for the murder part. I don't know how I keep that
Oh, there's
out.
got to be a Harmabe children's book, right? Got to be.
100%.
If there's an SGA operation game. Feels like it teach kids lessons about like death or zoo etiquette. One of them.
Harmabe and the Very Bad Day. Life Isn't Fair.
I knew it. I fucking knew it.
Came out in 2016.
Yeah.
There's also
Harmabe and the Very Bad Day. That's the understatement of the century.
H is for Harmabe, the infamous alphabet book, Animals editions. Like, why? Like, I gotta write children's books, man.
Yeah, you do.
I wonder, you know, I've thought like, I wonder what the like what the return is if you can actually make it. Like, you probably gotta sell 1 billion of those to make some money. Trust me, like I see these kids' books. So Dolly Parton's got this great program through Dolly's library. You sign up after your kid's born, they get a free book a month in the mail up to age 5.
Wow.
It's pretty cool, actually. So
Dolly Parton's kind of a legend.
Yeah, it's a really great program she has. And like obviously a lot of people know about it. So like our kids get a free book once a month, you know, for 5 years. You know, it's 60 free books. And a lot of them are good, but then a lot of them are shit. like a lot of them are good, and then a lot of them you're like, whoa.
And then a lot of them are like way too specific for Dolly. It's like how to grow up with big old titties. Like, wow, this is straight from Dolly Parton's library.
I'm hoping that one comes in the mail. I'll be honest. That one will be better than the fucking green tractor one that Isla was a go green tractor. It's just a green tractor. Like, it's not that cool.
It's a big old titties. The story of.
Oh, I really hope that one comes in the mail. Daddy, why do you always take my book down to your office? Don't worry about it. Close the door. Anyway, what are we even talking about? We're talking about kids' books or ramen. I don't even like how. What were we talking about before that?
Where did we start here?
You said I bet they wrote a kid's book about Harmabe. I don't even know how we got there. Spanish Prigioni.
Mansplaining WNBA. I don't know. Mansplaining referees.
It's one of those nights. That's what happens to these night shows. They just
you know what, Andy? You know what I do when I'm having one of those nights?
Thank you. Crack open a nice cold Miller Lite. Take a sip. There you go. Recalibrate.
I cracked one, and I'm gonna crack another one in honor. Oh, look what happens when I lean over to get another one.
Yeah, well, it's a beautiful picture. It's very scenic. It's got the Miller Lite bar lit sign. It's Miller time over that beautiful piano. It's a great setup here. Guys, you know, sometimes you take a Miller Lite, and Joe's doing this right now, and you just go, no, I made the right call. This is what I needed. We're kind of going off the rails in this show. Like I said, recalibrate. You set you straight. Take a sip of that Miller Lite. Feel good. Do yourself right.
You know, Andy, I want you to know this. This is how hopeful I am of getting into the NBA Finals. I Googled this morning, does Madison Square Garden serve Miller Lite still? And they do, according to Google, at least. So, but that's where my brain's at. Like, I live in a world where I'm traveling to New York. The New York Knicks are in the NBA Finals for the first time in 27 years. The last time the Knicks made the NBA Finals, I couldn't legally drink. And now I'm like, well, if I'm going back and I'm going to go to the game, I've got to figure out a way how. By the way, Miller Lite, if you want me to go to Madison Square Garden for an NBA Finals game and drink Miller Lites there, you get in my DMs. But just in case, I was like, hey, do they even – I don't even know if they serve Miller Lites there. They did the last time I was there. Let's see if they still do. And they do. And I'm excited. Every single time – you said every time you crack a Miller Lite, you're like, I made a great decision. It's like, that goes without saying. The one constant good decision in my life is that I'm cracking Miller Lites. Everything else is where things get messed up.
Well, like your Knicks legendary run. Cheers to legendary moments with Miller Lite. Great taste, 96 calories. Go to MillerLite.com/dirty sports to find delivery options near you. Or you can pick up some Miller Lite pretty much anywhere they sell beer. It's Miller time. Celebrate responsibly. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. 96 calories and 3.2 carbs per 12 ounces. So it's just a weight game for you now.
It's just a what?
A weight game. Wait and see for your Knicks.
Yeah. Well, you're in terms of who we're playing.
Yeah.
Did I just was my Miller Lite reversed that whole time and now I just flipped it so it's correct?
It's been correct.
Oh, okay. I reversed my camera because on my side it was looking strange. It was looking reversed. And I was like, we can't have that. We need my lights lighting and my Miller's millering.
So there's a good chance the Knicks are in the finals when you're here.
Correct. I will be in New York. I believe Game 5 is being played on that Friday. So unless the Knicks sweep or win in 5 or get swept or lose in 5, I believe a Game 6 would occur. I don't know the exact timing of it. No, you know what? It might be a Game 5 while I'm out there. Let's go to the videotape, Andy, as Warner Wolf would say back in the day. Yeah. So
Game 5.
Game 5 would be the night of the show in Cincinnati.
What you gonna do, man? 8:30.
What am I gonna do? Have a panic attack and watch the game while I perform? I think. Ask them to hold. I don't know.
How long are you?
Starts late. I mean, listen.
How long are you in New York?
Here's what we're hoping for, Andy. We're hoping for Game 4 tickets and a 4-game Knicks sweep. That's what we're hoping for. And anybody who's like, all right, now you're getting crazy. The Knicks haven't lost a game in a month. Anything is possible.
Yeah, that's nuts. Well, the layoff hurt them for 3 quarters against the Cavs, and then
Jalen Brunson did Jalen Brunson things.
And then they didn't look back.
Yes. Now, the layoff, this is what I love about this Knicks team. The last time we recorded, they hadn't closed it out yet. Is that correct?
Monday morning?
Yeah. No. They closed it out on Tuesday? Who the fuck knows? Anyway, it feels like forever ago now. And it does feel like forever ago because every day that there's not a basketball game that the Knicks are playing in, I kind of have a meltdown. So the great thing about this Knicks team is they I guess they won Monday night, didn't they? They immediately started talking about we can't wait to get back to practice. Like Karl Anthony Towns said that in the post game. Like, we're already talking about, like, we need to get back in the gym. We need to get back to practice. So, like, this team is not looking at the NBA Finals as any sort of accomplishment. And that's very exciting. And I have said the whole time, I'm convincing myself on the daily that the Knicks have a chance. When I told you, you know, as recently as a week ago or 10 days ago or whatever, like, let's be honest, it'll be great if the Knicks get there, but if, you know, they have to face a San Antonio or have to face Oklahoma City, I don't think I picked them. It's like I've started to convince myself they have not only do they have a chance, they have a good chance, and that's because of how this series has gone. Like, there's moments on both sides of this series where the other team doesn't look good. Doesn't look good for stretches. Now, I get that both the Spurs and the Thunder are good defensive teams, but the Knicks haven't looked bad in a month.
Yeah.
And this whole fucking nonsense, the online, the Knicks are fucking cakewalk. It's like, the Cavs beat the Pistons. Well, like, what do you want? Like, the Cavs were a better team than the Pistons.
Yeah. What do you want them to do?
Like, this whole, I mean, only James Harden thinks you can lose a series and be the better team, let alone somehow get swept and be the better team.
Did he say that? I didn't see that.
Yeah. He said, I still truly believe we're the better team. It's like, bro, you got swept and you got boat raced in fucking multiple games.
Is he smoking Lamar Odom's crack?
Yeah, I heard that. I went, James Harden.
What kind of drugs are in that beard of his? Yeah, that's ridiculous. So game one is,
I believe game one would be Wednesday. Is that correct? I think it would be Wednesday, Friday, Monday, Wednesday, Saturday.
let me pull it up here. Yeah, Wednesday, correct.
Yeah. So in the NBA Finals, when you travel, you get an extra day. So you go Wednesday, Friday, game one, game two at West. Then you go Monday, Wednesday in New York. Then you go Saturday back out West.
I always wonder what the guys do when they have a big layoff.
Well, we know Jalen Brunson and Josh Hart are podcasting. That's a cool thing that they do in the playoffs. They do not record their podcast whilst in series. They only record podcasts in between series, which is nice. And they've had that. They've literally had a week off, 9 days off in between multiple series now to get their shit together. I'm hoping it'll drop tomorrow. But big news came out of New York today. Mitchell Robinson has a broken pinky.
I saw that.
And his status is uncertain. Now, I don't know. I like Mitchell Robinson a lot. And he lives in Katona, which I love. And he plays minutes, but he doesn't get as many minutes as like a backup center would on a lot of teams. But he's a huge part of this team. I believe he's a free agent this year, so he's hoping to make some money. A broken pinky, I'm not trying to be a dick. I do really like Mitchell Robinson. I think you got to play in the NBA Finals if you got a broken pinky, dog.
Yeah.
Like a broken pinky, so tape it to your ring finger. Let's fucking go.
You would think.
Let's fucking go. Like, remember when Richard Hamilton played The Mask because he had a broken face? Like,
yeah.
Listen, I've broken fingers. It is not comfortable. I don't know the severity of it. A lot of times, broken digits can be a way of saying he broke his hand. But maybe they're playing coy. I don't know. Maybe they're playing fucking Bill Belichick games.
But when do they know this? I mean, the series has been over.
Right. Did he break it? There's a whole like Mr. Robinson's been going through something mental. He's having some mental health issues as well. Did you hear this during the series?
Is he giving a free throw?
I don't know. There's some sort of mental health thing going on with him as well.
It's Mental Health Awareness Month.
Okay. He's not clear. Said something's going on in his personal life he's dealing with, and his mental health is not great, but he's trying to like overcome it. Broken pinky. I think you got to play in the NBA Finals. This isn't like I'm not trying to be fucking boomer and be like, back in my day, they all played with broken arms and broken legs. Michael Jordan had piss eyes for 19 years of his career. He played every fucking game. But I'm just saying, like, think you got to?
Oh, piss eyes. Yeah, you got to play, bro. You got to just play. Right?
I think so. I don't even know what hand it's on. Doesn't matter because you don't really shoot. I guess there's also, you're a free agent and you want to make your money. I would think that this would help him earn more money. But at the same time, I know you don't want to injure yourself long term when you're not under contract, but it's a pinky. Ronnie Lott would cut it off.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of like what things have done, like what guys have played with. I mean, Magic Johnson was playing with HIV. I'm just saying, bro.
I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, Chet Holmgren played after getting a beat down from his pappy.
Slowpoke Rodriguez played with narcolepsy.
Hey, man.
Harmabe played 2 more quarters with a bullet in his gut.
Don't you go there. That's too far. Oh, that's gonna be my new thing. Is just Chet Holmgren jokes about. Chet Holmgren's fucking. He's tall McLovin.
If Chet Holmgren is, wants to identify as black, he's got to get that beard fucking lined up.
He's got to do a lot of things.
He looks like a fucking wizard.
He's like a taller version of that. What's that actor? DJ Qualls.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. I like McLovin. McLovin was a good pull.
Yeah, I mean McLovin's like a kind of a combo. Who ironically DJ Qualls in the movie Road Trip bangs the big black girl at the frat party.
Yeah, that's right.
so I'm just saying it kind of tracks. No, he didn't, bro. We got more. No, we didn't. I hope this is a joke, Millie. No joke. Chet said his favorite game show growing up was Good Times.
He'd sit down, he'd crack a grape soda, and he'd fucking go for it. So you'd be like, Chet, are you, you've been kind of hit and miss the whole series. Are you going to show up for Game 7? He's like, chicka, chicka, yeah.
This is the second McLovin reference in a week. This is good that I've seen. Underrated movie, I think.
Oh yeah, I mean I think there's a good portion of the population that was like, oh, this is like a all-time classic.
Apatow had a little run.
Yeah.
He had a pretty good little run for a minute.
He didn't even direct that, though.
Who did?
I want to say it was, I forget the dude's name.
Seth Rogen claims he wrote that when he was like 13.
Yeah. I think him and the dude wrote, like, they started. It's the other guy he writes all the shit with. It feels like they wrote it as high schoolers, like, like they were those guys.
Bro, I feel so bad for high school kids nowadays. College kids, they just don't.
All the unlimited porn.
Well, I mean, what is? Yeah, cool. They're buried in their phones. They don't know how to talk to anybody. I mean, we've talked about this a million times.
Just being a 14-year-old and high school freshman, and you're like, oh, life sucks. And then some fucking classmate Snapchats you a picture of her butthole. And you're like, man, I wish I could have grown up when Andy Ruther did. Jack off to East Bay.
More like these.
Jack off to the ladies' track section of the East Bay catalog.
don't undersell that. I'm talking about, and all the teachers are banging all these students, man. Shout out to Miss Nutley, my alma mater, St. X. Which there's just
where is the Nutley?
It's so out of control, bro. My algorithm just feeds me these stories because I click on one and there's so many of these high school women. There was one recently who got busted, no lie. She banged like 3 or 4 male students and then was trying to bang a female. I was like, what is happening, man?
The internet is depraved.
It's insane. What else did I want to talk about? There was something. Oh, dude, I got to show this video. JJ McCarthy, bro.
Is JJ McCarthy throwing it to the wrong team because he didn't know the basket he's under?
Basically. Watch this side-by-side interview at Vikings minicamp. I mean, JJ McCarthy, who's now what? He'd be in year 3, completely injury prone. He's literally one of the best memes out there.
Was he hurt? I know he was basically hurt in the entirety of the first season.
Yeah, he didn't play.
Yeah. But last year, was he hurt or just benched? I can't even remember.
He was hurt a lot. I think probably benched too. So they bring in Kyler Murray, which I think you might agree with me. There could be like a career rebirth here. Possible.
I mean, they reignited Sam Darnold.
Yeah, I'm just saying you have an offensive minded head coach who's pretty good. And you were in a dumpster fire franchise, Arizona. Just watch this side by side, though. JJ McCarthy. Watch this side by side interview of the reporter asking Kyler about JJ about Kyler. Watch this shit.
Can you describe your relationship with JJ to this point?
It's been great.
I don't hear it. She said, describe your relationship.
Yeah.
Okay, with JJ at this point.
Great. Obviously, I know he's a younger guy, so any way I can help him. Obviously, I feel like I've played 7 years now, going on 8. So I'm considered a veteran, even though I don't see myself as that. Give him any knowledge that he needs. Again, we're both competitors, and I know we both want what's best for the team.
To this point,
it's been great.
Sorry. Oops.
Again, we're both
competitors,
and I know.
Does Kyler Murray feel like he's faking having a deep voice? Don't you expect him to be like, play with him real great? They're like, act like you're an adult. He's like, oh yeah, I'm a veteran now.
We both want what's best for the team.
Has he been receptive to hearing criticism?
Of course. Yeah, he's overly acceptive, and he's always communicating, asking questions, stuff like that. So it's been good.
Okay, so only positive, only professional. Bro, you got to hear this answer from JJ McCarthy. What is he talking about? Same question.
JJ, what's your relationship been like with Kyler so far?
It's just like 2 guys in a classroom. He sits on one side, I sit on the other side, and it's the coach's responsibility to teach us and coach us. So,
is there any awkwardness between you two?
Awkwardness, it's just like the same feeling, when you're in high school and there's another person on the other side of the room. That's just kind of how it is. So I wouldn't say there's any awkwardness.
Well, there is now. It's the most awkward answer in the history of fucking anything.
What is he talking about?
We're just 2 adult humanoids trying to exist in the same space and time. You know, technically when we're in a room, we're sharing air. He breathes it. I breathe it. I breathe it out. Hopefully he doesn't breathe it in because, you know, you got to take in oxygen, not carbon dioxide. We're in chemistry, by the way, in case you were wondering what class we're sharing. It's like when you get a lab partner and you don't really like each other, but you're the only two people that no one wanted to work with. So you end up on the Vikings, and now you got to share a Bunsen burner. You guys, you know what I'm saying. Sounds more like bore, Phil. Like, all right, what the fuck is it? I just asked you if you have met Kyler yet. So Kyler Murray will be the starter.
Yeah, I would assume Kyler Murray would be the starter. You're really leaning into the perception of you're being a douche. Like really leaning into that. Again, are you aware of the meme?
Yeah.
Are you aware of the
JJ, this might be a weird question. Now that you share a quarterback room with a black quarterback, are you still going to do blackface? I mean, something to consider.
I mean, he's got to be aware of the meme. Like, how can you not? Like,
I mean, how could he not? Yeah, he has the internet.
He's a young kid. He knows the meme. Like, and this is
quick question, JJ. Are you aware of the meme? You're aware of the meme, right?
Is this like the same meme where the kids going like this in school in the class? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. No, JJ, we're talking about the meme. It's you. You know this meme about you, right? Don't make me pull up this meme. You know what I'm talking about. I will show you it.
They can have a pretty good meme.
All right, hold on. This is a video of women shooting on the wrong hoop. Let me find your meme.
There's a lot of good little people memes with Kyler too. So like they can have a good meme off in that quarterback room.
I'm not little. I talk like this. Like, bro, you're not fooling anybody.
What if he had a voice, a voice thing that was I was speaking for him? Why do you sound like Andrew Luck?
Yeah.
What if it was Andrew Luck, like hiding behind a bush doing the dog?
I think it's just Robert Smigel with his hand up his ass. He's like, yes, JJ McCarthy is a great quarterback.
For me to move on. Oh,
JJ,
God.
Kyler said that he wants to poop on you. Yeah, well, you've been in public restrooms. There's a stall there, and then you have your stall, and then you're pooping, and he's pooping, and you kind of got to go out of your way to poop on each other. You've been. I like that JJ McCarthy's just Putty from Seinfeld. Yeah, Yeah, you've been in classrooms, right? I got it. He's got a desk. I got a desk. Yeah.
It made no sense. Like no sense at all. Opposite sides of the room. What are you talking about, bro?
He's over there. I'm over here. We're both fucking the teacher because that's what teachers do today. They fuck both kids in the classroom. They do black guys and white guys. They do big guys and small guys.
They'll be an interesting team, though. I feel like they are every year. Because they always have pieces.
Yeah.
They always have pieces.
But I mean, it's tough division.
Tough division. Real tough division. Now
feels like Josh Jacobs would probably be suspended.
I was just about to say one of their rivals might not be having one of their star running backs.
Yeah.
Choking a girl. Not the smartest move here. Who knows, though? You say that, and I was like, Willie?
Right.
I mean, the NFL, you can never predict who's going to get suspended in the NFL. What do the Texans do with CJ Stroud, man?
What is the situation?
Just with the contract. Like, what do you do?
When is he due for one? My thing is,
fifth year option is next year. This is fourth year.
Yeah.
So
my thing is, if it's a question mark,
I agree. Don't do anything.
To me, if it's a question mark, you just make him play for as long as he's gonna play. Like, we're not talking about, obviously you get in a fifth year option situation, he could hold out if he wants to. But if your quarterback is going into year five, and you're unsure, you've had 4 years and you don't know, then you just go, cool, want to play chicken with your contract? That's what I think. I don't mind, obviously, extending a guy prior to his fifth year option. If you believe in him, the salary cap's just going to go up. I don't mind extending a guy in year 2 or year 3 if even though we're talking about a rookie contract, but if you're not that agents will allow this kind of thing to happen, but if there's some way to get a guy in for $1 cheaper than you would if you do it earlier, then do it. But if you're not sure, one of the Commanders, Redskins football team, they have been a punchline a lot over the years. One of the great moves of all time was just continually franchising Kirk Cousins because they weren't sure, and then just being like, fine, fuck it, you're out.
Yeah.
And, we're talking about the Vikings a moment ago. He went and ruined a franchise. And now they have JJ McCarthy and Kyler Murray in some weird porno. But to me, the answer with CJ Stroud is like, this is your year, bro. This is your year to prove it. And if you don't prove anything, we have to start thinking about our options. And the option is, do you want you want to play the fifth year? Because I think people have gotten smarter and smarter. I mean, we're not that far removed from people being like, oh, CJ Stroud's the future and it's whatever. But it's like, everybody's gotten smarter in the NFL and across sports now, where you just can't take a year in a vacuum and be like, well, I guess he's great. I guess Carson Wentz is the greatest quarterback of all time. Like, it has to play out. Like, the guys who are going to be good in the league are going to be good year in and year out to some degree. You're not going to have I don't see there being a whole lot of sophomore slumps coming up.
Yeah.
Jaden Daniels obviously hurt a bunch last year. The Commanders gotten worse, but here's the thing about the Commanders situation versus the CJ Stroud situation. CJ Stroud was really good in his rookie year. No one's questioning whether or not Jaden Daniels is the future of the Commanders. He is.
Yeah. Gotta stay healthy.
Right. But it's not like do we pay him? Do we not pay him? Do we pay him? Then you could say, well, maybe we don't pay him because he's not healthy, whatever. But CJ Stroud, to me, if you're an NFL GM, your quarterback's got to prove it.
Also, with these just stacked defenses, dude. I mean, you have any sort of decent quarterback play in that New England game, you probably win the game on the road. All right, you just literally even against Steelers, that game didn't turn into a blowout till late third quarter, fourth quarter in the playoffs because he just kept fumbling the ball.
Yeah.
I mean, he needs to play better. He's regressed every single year. Now, look, he's not a meme yet. He's not he's not JJ McCarthy meme status. You don't want to be there. I think I might be reaching my point here, Praino.
Well, listen, you're wearing a lot of shirts. I'm assuming you're getting hot there. Down there. I've got a carnitas bowl waiting for me.
That sounds amazing.
I've got another Miller Lite to crack. So, yeah, listen.
And you know, what I have to do right now is just put on a little living single. You know what I'm saying? Go chat home. Was that the show?
Living Single? Yeah.
Was it Living Single? My favorite sitcom of all time is Living Single.
Wow, it's a deep cut right there.
I'm feeling this. I'm feeling the Chet Holmgren digs. I'm just feeling them. It's just how he looks, how he acts. And he said collard greens and ox. No, he didn't say collard greens. He said oxtail. I mean, what are we doing here? Somebody's got to check him on that team.
Yeah.
All right. Let's plug the old hotline here.
Yep.
859-832-0478.
Come see a show. JoePraino.com. We are just a little over, just a tad over 2 weeks away from being in Cincinnati, the home of Harmabe, the home of Frat Daddy, Andy Ruther, for
set in a grill outfit.
For Bombs Away Comedy at the Comet. That'll be June 13th, Saturday, June 13th. We're even slightly closer to 2 weeks away from Norwalk, Connecticut at the Laurel Athletic Club on Friday, June 12th. And we're just a little bit over a week away from my appearance at New York Laughs Fest, the Stand in Union Square, Sunday, June 7th, for an evening with Joe Praino. So the 7th, the 12th, the 13th, all coming up. I just posted about it on my Instagram story, I think this morning. So you can go there and you can click the button for tickets. Come see me and Andy if you're in the greater Cincinnati, Kentucky, Pennsylvania, tri-state area. What's the other state? What's the three?
Indiana.
Indiana. Sorry. Hell, if you're in Western Pennsylvania, come anyway. Now, if you'll excuse me and Chet got to watch Set It Off.
Yeah, I got
guys. Do the right thing. Buy tickets to see me and Andy in Cincinnati.
I gotta end. I gotta catch up on I missed a few episodes of 106 in Park. Do you even get that?
Oh yeah.
Do you even get that?
Oh yeah. Bro, I worked at CBS in the early 2000s. Viacom produced 106 in Park.
Fun fact: me and my college buddies, we used to watch 106 in Park freshman and sophomore year. You remember the Asian guy with Rough Riders, the Asian rapper?
No.
There was an Asian rapper who signed with Rough Riders.
I mean, you're in Rough Riders, bro? Just making him pronounce Rough Riders seems like it was a fucking gag.
MC Jin. Yeah, dude. In 2002, he became the first Asian American solo rapper to be signed to a major U.S. label. I told you, Jin made history by dominating the Freestyle Friday segment on BET's 106 in Park. He won 7 consecutive battles and was inducted into the Hall of Fame.
What is this? Mortal Kombat? 7 consecutive battles? MC Jin.
By the way, let's wrap this up. I gotta tell this idea I had off air. It's so bad. It's so stupid. It's related to Rough Riders. You're gonna be like, "What the fuck, Ruther?"
Why is it happening off air? You don't want somebody to steal it?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't want anybody to steal it.
It's like, this is the worst idea I've ever had, but I can't.
It's the worst idea ever for a bit I want to do. Not stand up, for like a
sketch.
Yeah, like a sketch. Anyway. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. DMs are always open. Have a great weekend. And as always, stay dirty.